Hello, brothers and sisters. It's your boy BC. Welcome back to the Based LDS video. And this is going to be quick because I want to plug a book that I was pleasantly surprised by. The book is Between the Testaments, from Malachi to Matthew. The authors are S. Kent Brown and Richard Neitzel Holzapfel. I hope I pronounced his name right. This was a fantastic book. I wish I had it in a box. I didn't dig it out. I found it on accident because I didn't realize I had it here. And I found it just as we were starting the New Testament back in January. About mid-January is when I dug it out. And I waited to finish another book before I started that one. I wish I would have found it in December. This is a wonderful book. Wonderful book. For those of you interested in Bible studies, better understanding the Bible, I know the LDS are afraid of the Bible, but hear me out. For those of you that want to tread into the dangerous waters that is Bible studies, this is a beautiful book. There is, like a 500 or 600 year gap between Malachi and Matthew. And there's a lot of historical information out there, but this focuses specifically on biblical relevance. You talk about the history of Israel, what happened to Israel after being carried away, Judah after being carried away, how they came back, some more information and details in the letters as far as rebuilding Jerusalem and rebuilding the walls, and you get better insight into how the doctrines and philosophies of the Jews changed as Hellenistic influence increased in the area. You get information as to where the Pharisees came from, how they evolved, and how they became power players. Same with the Sadducees. Just a little bit of information on the Zealots, on the Essenes. How it was not actually all that infrequent for people to leave Israel and Judah and go out into the wilderness and form their own communities because they did not recognize the religious authorities of their day. And some of the problems they had with the temple because of the practices at the temple. You know, the things Jesus hated and tried to cleanse. It was a fantastic book. You get into the history of how Rome came to be involved in the Middle East and how Herod came to power, and information about the War of the Maccabees. This is just a great book. I cannot sing its praises highly enough. And this is something I'm going to go back to again in a couple years. As we start, when we get into the Old Testament, towards the end of it, because I want to read it again. I might even read it before then, but I will definitely make it my reading as we're getting ready to wrap up the Old Testament in, 2.5 years. Because this was just a fantastic book. So much information, so much history, the philosophy of the Jews and the Israelites, the history of the division between the Samaritans and the Jews. Just fantastic. It gives you a perspective that I did not have before, and I love having now. Beautiful book. Beautiful book. To Brother Brown and Neitzel Holzapfel, thank you so much. What a wonderful book. That's it for this video. Hope you're doing great. If you folks recommend any books out there for me to read, let me know. Drop a dime. basedLDS@gmail.com, or hit me up with something in the comments. Talk to you later. Thank you so much. Peace out.